All right, here we go again. Buckle up, rough roads ahead. So, the strange part about the COVID test was this. After I got offline, I looked at the COVID test again and I couldn't see the top line. The, what do they call that? I forget what it is, but it has the line to show you that it's a good test, and then you'll either have no line for negative and a lower line for positive. So, I said, well, I got to take the test again. This might be bad test. So I take the second test, and I don't know if I misread the time or what. In the middle of waiting for the second test, the first test comes through, and it's negative. So when I get the second test done, the spirit's like, we wanted you to make sure. We wanted you to do two tests. So I think it's the medical system that I entered into. It may have enough power to actually, it appears that it does, to get me somewhere. I've got to fight all the antis. So I ended up taking two tests, and they both said negative. But boy, I was screwed up. I'm almost positive it was the pollen, the allergies. I mean, if you if you go on pollen wise, it shows dust and dander and mold like peaking all day long, just about. We're like a notch down below peak. So it's a definitely allergenic day. Tomorrow it's supposed to start dropping. It was actually supposed to drop today, but that's only like something like ragweed or something, or grass. Like some of the regular pollens will drop, but it didn't do anything for dust and dander and mold. We'll give it another couple days. When I do get time to speak with women or a woman, it just blows my mind what you did in my life, all of you. And no, I wasn't hanging out with men. I understand that was one of their things. Oh, he would sneak off to clubs in Albuquerque and hang out with gay men. This is the kind of shit they were putting around. That's why you don't see him at the casino. Meanwhile, I'm sitting at home doing something spiritual, burning, burning sage and pinyon pine to keep the devils and the witches away. It wasn't safe anyway. The only safe thing is to get married. That's what I wanted. And then you still have to get tested and all that. So a lot of those women could have been positive for STDs too, which could have freaked out, but not everyone. Well, because they like to think about it, but they're not brave enough to push through. They can still be friends again. That's the bottom line. That's why I say to think about it that way. That way, there's no pressure that anything has to happen, and then you have a friendship at least until they come in and destroy it. So that worked well. Definitely was stressful. Definitely was stressful. I think it was the pollen. That's what I think it was, because it's so high, at such a high level. Oh, about that thing. I actually had a conversation earlier with someone, but she was like a nice, normal person. At least that was what I could see. For all I know, she was putting me on, and she was deep state. Yeah. So the funny part is, Project 2025 is a blueprint for deep state. Pretty much. Trump-controlled deep state. He's already articulated deep state. That's what he plans to do. Yeah, it's got to be this pollen. I got an infection too, but I don't think it was from that. Well, tomorrow is going to be a little quieter. I mean, it's going to rain, but The weather's going to cool. Everybody got teased for a little while, and then it heated back up again. Everybody's raring for that cooler weather. So I got my double negative COVID. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God and all.